Hi guys, welcome to reading time. So if you remember, we started reading the story, Tops and Bottoms. We read that on Tuesday. So we're going to do what's called a reread, right? Because we would be doing that in the classroom. We were going to reread the story. And the story was Tops and Bottoms. And the focus of the story was for us to determine who the characters were. And characters are so important in the story because without the characters, right, will we even have a story? We wouldn't. So we need to make sure that we're able to identify characters in the story because that helps us to understand the story better. All right. So we had two characters in the story. Do you remember who the characters are? That's right. Bear and Hare, right? And we also put some very good vocabulary words out to describe the characters. So let me see if you remember those words. So the first word was lazy. Who was lazy in the story? That's right, Bear. Bear was lazy in the story. Now, how did we know? Was there evidence from the text that told us that Bear was lazy? Yeah, there sure was. We could tell that Bear was lazy by the parts of the story when Hare would go down and see him. And what was he doing on the porch all the time? Sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. So he was very lazy. He never wanted to do any work. He let Hare do all the work. So he definitely was lazy. And then we had another word, clever. Do you remember who was clever? That's right, Hare. Hare was clever. And how did we know that he was clever? Well, he was very quick thinking. He came up with an idea because he knew that his family needed some help. His family, remember the girl said his family was in bad shape. So they needed some food and they needed to get the things that they needed for their burrow and all that good stuff. So clever. He thought of an idea quickly and he went to Bear with the idea. Was he a little tricky? Yeah, he was. All right. So remember those two vocabulary words. Those are really good ones. So one of the things that we're going to talk about today, you're going to actually reread the story by listening to it. And then you're going to write a response, okay? Reader's response. You're going to respond to the story. And so the question that I want you to be thinking about is right up on my board. And it says, was it okay for Hare to trick Bear? Was it okay? So we're going to be doing an opinion piece. And right, when you do an opinion, that means that you're giving your thoughts. How do you feel and how do you think about a situation or something in the story? It's your opinion. And so I'm just going to read this. It says, writers can write about their opinion. And when they do that, they tell why they feel that way. So you guys are really good at telling me, what you liked. But a big part of opinion writing is you have to tell me why. All right? So I think, why? Because. So I'm going to pop that word up here too. I just really want you to remember, we started getting really good at this before we left, but because you're going to have to use that word. You tell me why or why not you think it was okay for Hare to trick Bear, but then tell me why. Because, all right? And when they're asking us this question, right, was it okay for Hare to trick? I'd like you to start with the words, I think. I think. And I'm going to write an example up on the board. I'd like you to use your own ideas, but certainly I want to model this for you, and I want you to be able to see or get some ideas of what you could write. So was it okay for Hare to trick Bear? So I'm going to start with those words I just showed you, and I'm going to put, I think And in my opinion, I think it was okay for him to trick Bear because Bear was so lazy. He wasn't doing any of the work anyways. If he wanted to be a good partner, then he probably should have gotten off the porch and helped Hare, right? So I think it was, and look at, there's the word. All I have to do is copy it. It was okay for, there's the word hair, for hair to trick bear. But am I done? No. Because if you're a good opinion writer, you have to tell me why you feel that way. Okay? So we're going to use that word because that I just showed you. I think it was okay for hair to trick bear because bear was so lazy. Okay? And if you get that much down, I'm going to be super excited. Could you go on and extend your writing and explain yourself even more? Oh, absolutely. Definitely. I think it was okay for hair to trick bear because bear was so lazy. And then tell me how you knew he was so lazy. You could say bear did not get off of the porch to help hair, right? That's one little way that you could explain it. But yes, definitely you could continue on and you could write me more information. But if you get this much down, I'm going to be a super happy teacher. All right? So go back, watch the story again. There is a link. And then you're going to go on to Seesaw and complete this activity. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's probably easiest. And I think I'd rather have you do this. Take a blank piece of paper, do your writing at the top, draw your picture underneath, and then just take your iPad or your phone and take a picture of it and upload it to Seesaw. I think it's easier that way because I really want your work and I really want you to be doing the writing and drawing and all that good stuff. Okay? So awesome job again. I'm super proud of you. Keep up the good work and I will see you a little bit later. Bye guys.